Lydia, don't you think this whole thing has been dragging on for way too long? It's been a miserable 2 whole years, for heaven's sake. Get a grip already.
Huh? What are you talking about? What has been dragging on? Honestly, I have no clue what you're trying to say.
Come on, don't act clueless. You know exactly what I mean. When are you going to quit pretending to be sick? Feeling dizzy, getting tired easily, experiencing back pain? Those are common signs of aging that everyone goes through. Are you aware that you've been using that same tired excuse to avoid your responsibilities for a solid 2 years now?
Huh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I'm in my 40s now, and my body is going through some major changes. Remember when I was diagnosed with menopause? As time went on, the symptoms started getting worse. The intense heart palpitations, sleepless nights, and even bouts of irritability and depression for no reason. You know all that, right?
You know you're just calling it menopause or whatever to avoid the housework and sleep all day at home. Wow, I'm jealous.
What's going on? You used to be so thoughtful and caring towards me in the beginning. I remember how concerned you were whenever I wasn't feeling well. But now, it's like something has changed. Lately, it feels like you're always looking at me with irritation. It's as if I've stopped being your wife and somehow become the cause of your anger. What's up with that?
Wow, what happened to me? Maybe you should take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself the same damn question. I thought you just had a little flu or something that would go away in a few weeks, maybe a month tops. But it's been 2 freaking years, and you're still the same, if not even worse. You constantly look like you're on the verge of keeling over or something, and it's pissing me off. Don't you think it's about time you got your act together and became a decent human being, let alone a good wife to me? You've been slacking off on your wifely duties for way too long.
Sawyer, you're being unfair. Remember what the doctor explained? Menopause can bring along a range of symptoms that can last for about 10 years, both before and after menopause. Going through it firsthand has been even more difficult than I anticipated.
I just don't get it. I see you trotting off to the doctor all the time, bringing home a bunch of medications. Are you trying to tell me that you're throwing away a ton of money for absolutely nothing?
I don't think you quite grasp the seriousness of the situation. My symptoms have been crazy intense. And even after going to the hospital, things haven't improved much. The doc told me that there's no fix for menopause, and the main approach is treating the symptoms. That's why I've been taking the prescribed meds and taking out herbal remedies specifically for my severe symptoms. But here's the thing. There's no cure. I get that it bothers you to see me like this, but trust me, I don't feel any better than you do.
Oh, so you're basically saying I should just suck it up and keep enduring this messed up lifestyle with a wife who's falling apart? Is that it? Last time I checked, you're the wife here, which means you're supposed to take care of me and handle the household. I shouldn't have to be the one worrying about your sorry state all the time.
Can't you see that I'm doing my best to balance the household chores and my work, all while still having to cope with these menopausal symptoms?
Oh, you think you're trying your best. That's just not cutting it. I need you to step up and be way more attentive to me and our family. I'm sick and tired of seeing you moping around, whining about how exhausted you are. When I come home, I want the house to be spotless, not a speck of dirt in sight. I expect dinner to be served on freaking time, and my lunch better be packed with fresh ingredients, not some leftover crap from yesterday. Is it too much to ask for a husband to get these basic things from his wife?
Alright, I understand. I know you want things to go back to how they used to be. I've actually thought about this quite a bit. And I believe I have a solution. I think it would be best if I took a temporary leave from work. That way, I can focus more on our family and meet your expectations.
What? Are you kidding me? I can't believe you're saying this.
What's the problem with that? If I get more rest, I'll have the energy and time to contribute more around the house. Plus, It's not like I randomly came up with this idea. Actually, it's the doctor's recommendation. They suggested that taking a break would be beneficial for my health and well-being.
You know it doesn't work like that, right? I'm sure it's not so bad that you need to take a leave. I bet you're just slacking off and relaxing at home. You women sure do have it easy, huh? Just say you're going through menopause and you can take a break from work and chores whenever you want. What about us men? We also go through menopause, but we are allowed to be lazy and skip work? Of course not.
Men don't go through menopause. It's common knowledge. If you don't know about it, just hop on the internet and look it up. It'll take you less than 2 seconds to find out the truth.
I don't care. Menopause is just a fancy way of saying someone's getting old, plain and simple. But I know you women, always exaggerating things to make yourselves the center of the universe. You want to know what you're doing wrong? You're just lazy and out of shape. Look at me. I'm 3 years older than you and dealing with a chronic illness. Yet, I'm still healthier than you. Why? Because I've always taken care of my health and made an effort to prevent my condition from worsening. What have you done besides being lazy and stuffing your face with junk food?
You know that's not true. I'm giving it my all. But these symptoms just keep getting the best of me.
So what's the plan to improve? If that method doesn't work, shouldn't you look for another? Why do you keep saying it's not getting better? If it's not healing, find a way to heal.
Can't you see? I really need to take a break from work. It's becoming really tough for me to keep going in my current condition.
Seriously, you're turning into a lazy sloth. I wouldn't even be surprised if one day I see you rolling on the floor instead of walking.
But it's not just my boss. Even my colleagues and juniors are telling me to take a break. They all agree that it's not good for me to keep pushing myself at work.
Is that true?
Yes, it is. Just imagine what they would think if I told them that my own husband doesn't allow me to quit.
Hey, don't you dare tell them that.
You know me well enough to know that I'm not the kind of person to lie.
You're really pushing my patience, Lydia. Okay, fine. You can take a break from work. But you better make sure you take good care of the housework, or else there will be consequences. Lydia, where are you? Why aren't you answering my calls?
Hey Sawyer, what's up? I was taking a rest, so I didn't realize you were calling. What's going on?
Resting? Are you kidding me? I allowed you to stay home, but not so you can be a bum and do absolutely nothing all day. Get off your lazy butt and start doing some work. I already gave you a list of tasks that need to be done today, remember? You should be cleaning the house right now, not resting. Do you honestly think you can just lounge around while I'm working hard to provide for our family? That's completely unacceptable.
No, Sawyer. You've misunderstood. I'm not lounging around. I'm simply sitting down and taking a moment to relax because I suddenly felt dizzy. It could be because of the hot flashes I've been experiencing.
Sitting down and relaxing? You're just wasting time. Stop being so damn lazy all the time.
I'm not lazy. I'm anything but lazy. I was in the middle of vacuuming the house, but then I started experiencing back pain and dizziness. That's why I had to take a moment to sit down and let my symptoms settle. I swear, it's only been about 10 minutes since I sat down. It hasn't been any longer than that.
Hey, have you managed to finish the rest of the tasks I asked you to do yesterday?
Well, I'm working on it. I'll make sure to finish rearranging your wardrobe today.
But aren't you better yet? What's the point of going to the hospital if you're going to skip all the housework? If you're at home all day because of your leave, why can't you finish all the housework during the day? It's not like you're unwell from morning till night. Do you know how angry I felt when coming home to no greeting dinner, just cut up and heated up? What are you doing at home all day?
Sawyer, can you please ease up on the constant criticism? It feels like you're always finding something to complain about, whether it's when you come home from work or even on weekends. And let's not forget those phone calls where you just yell at me about the tasks you assign. My body isn't in good condition, and you're well aware of that. Honestly, your constant sarcasm and complaints only make things worse for me. It doesn't help at all with my symptoms.
Oh, you're such a pain, Lydia. You better make sure you finish all the tasks for today, or else be ready to face my wrath when I get home.
Hey Lydia, I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing these days. I hope you're feeling a bit better.
Hey Julie, I'm doing a bit better ever since I took leave from work, but the symptoms haven't completely disappeared. There are still times when I feel unwell out of the blue, and you won't believe it, but the housework just keeps piling up since I took a break. Honestly, I'm still trying to find my balance in life.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Anyway, just wanted to say how grateful I am that you and Lisa pushed me to take that leave from work. I'm so lucky to have you two in my life. Ever since my parents passed away, I felt a bit alone because I didn't really have anyone I could call family. But now I've got Sawyer, you, and Lisa. In fact, you and Lisa are the ones who really care about what I'm going through with these menopausal symptoms.
No worries, sis. You know my mom and I always want the best for you. But I'm kind of curious. Since you and Sawyer are a family of 2 without kids, why would the amount of housework increase?
I'm not sure either, Julie. I simply tried to tackle all the chores that Sawyer puts on his list for me. Lately, he's been a bit stressed out. So he's really focused on having a clean house.
A list of chores? Can you send it to me?
Yeah. Wait a second. Let me take a picture of it.
Deep cleaning the bathroom, scrubbing and sanitizing the refrigerator, cleaning the oven, tidying up the yard, and taking care of the gutters? Seriously? Are these tasks expected to be done every single day?
Yeah, they're my daily tasks.
But that's just too much work for you. Nobody can handle all these chores every single day. There's a limit to what one person can do, you know?
You also think the list is a bit overwhelming? I thought it was just me feeling that way. I know my condition is the main source of Sawyer's stress, so I wanted to do my best with the housework and keep him happy and satisfied. But you're right. The chores are starting to feel like a bit too much, especially considering my menopause symptoms.
Yeah, they're definitely way too much. Lydia, you can't keep going on like this. I'm going to call Sawyer and have a serious talk with him about this.
Thank you, Julie. But don't be too harsh on him.
Haha, you know Sawyer is like a big kid sometimes. Don't worry, I'll make sure he treats you the way he should. You can count on me.
Hey, Lydia, just so you know, we're hosting a dinner party at our place next weekend for Mom's birthday. It's a family tradition of ours, and I think you're already familiar with it, right?
Oh, okay. But at our house? Why don't we go out for dinner and have a party at Lisa's house like we did before?
Are you forgetting that my mom is getting up there in age? She's already 80 years old. She deserves to relax and not stress about cooking and cleaning for her birthday. And Julie, well, she's swamped with work, so let's not burden her with these mundane tasks. That's why I took the initiative and suggested we host Lisa's birthday celebration at our place.
And why do you think it's the best idea?
What? Are you really that clueless, Lydia? The reason I suggested having the party at our house is because I know you're the best person to take charge of preparing the meal. You're currently a housewife, right? So it should be a piece of cake for you.
But wait a minute. How many guests are we expecting at the party? I'm a bit concerned that I won't be able to handle preparing the meal all by myself if there's a huge crowd.
Hey, don't backtalk. You know how much I hate it when I give you an order and you come up with reasons not to do it. It's your responsibility as my mother's daughter-in-law to prepare her birthday party. Plus, don't you feel any guilt? You missed my mom's birthday party last year because you suddenly fell ill, remember? It made me look like a fool. This year, you better make it up to both me and my mom, and I won't accept any excuses from you.
But I really was sick at that time. And I was left alone in the house crying from the pain.
I said no excuse.
All right, Sawyer. I understand what you're saying. I'll do my best to be in good shape on the day of the dinner. Plus, Lisa has been so kind to me, treating me like her own daughter. This is a chance for me to express my gratitude to her as well.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. But let me make this clear. Just because you have the duty to prepare the birthday dinner for my mom doesn't mean you can slack off on the housework, okay? I won't be satisfied unless the entire house is spotless from every nook and cranny. Hey, Lydia, did you intentionally ignore my calls? Do you have any idea what time it is? It's 7 in the morning, and don't forget, it's my mom's birthday today. Aren't you supposed to be up by now to take care of the shopping?
Hi, Sawyer. I'm sorry, but I'm feeling quite unwell at the moment. I know it's not the best timing, but I have a terrible headache and dizziness. I tried to get out of bed, but my vision blurred and I had to close my eyes involuntarily.
I see. Typical you, I guess. Why am I not surprised to hear this?
But don't stress too much. I'll do my best to get everything done in time for the birthday dinner.
Anyway, I can see that you're not feeling well and might not be able to prepare breakfast, so I'll grab something to eat for myself. And since I feel uneasy being around you when you're sick, I'll head over to Mom's place early and pick her and Julie up. Just make sure you have dinner ready by the time we get back.
Hey, Sawyer. I've been trying to get things ready for the dinner, but I'm dealing with a really bad headache right now. I took some medicine, and it's helped to ease the pain a bit. However, when I stood up, I got hit with dizziness and started staggering. So I'm currently resting in the living room. Once I start feeling a bit better, I'll get back to preparing dinner. I hope you got my messages and can come home earlier.
Hey, Lydia, what the hell? Where is dinner? Do you even know what time it is? It's already 6 p.m. The birthday dinner should have been done by now.
I'm sorry, Sawyer. Did you get my texts? I was feeling unwell, so I had to take a little break from preparing the meal.
Oh, so you decided to take a little break, huh? Nothing is set up. The guests are starting to arrive, and what exactly do you plan to do about this? Do you think it's some kind of joke? Are you trying to make me look like a fool in front of everyone, just like last time?
No, Sawyer. Please understand. I didn't mean it that way. I really tried my best. I baked the bread, and I made a salad by tearing some leafy vegetables and adding tomatoes.
Oh, really? That's all you managed to prepare for dinner? Are you kidding me right now? Stop messing around.
I'm sorry. This is all I could do. Could you please consider ordering something nice for the main course? I think that would work, right?
We were looking forward to this dinner. Mom was so excited, and here you are making me look bad again, just like last year. You can't even manage your own health at your age. It's pathetic. Why do you keep causing everyone else to suffer because of your own issues? When is this going to stop?
Then why didn't you pick up the phone? I sent you a text suggesting we eat out. I even sent another text just 3 minutes ago about ordering delivery. Why do you keep insisting on eating at home when you don't contribute anything?
What's with that attitude? Pretending to be sick and not doing housework and getting angry when pointed out? You're the worst. I'm sick of supporting a wife who's a failure at housekeeping. If you can't handle housework, we're getting a divorce.
What? How can you casually bring up divorce? After all these years we've been together, I can't believe you would say that.
What's all this about? Feeling tired easily and having shoulder pains? Aren't these things normal for our age? Dizziness and headaches can't be that severe even with medication. You just want to lie in bed all day, don't you?
Sawyer, please listen to me. It's not like that.
What on earth, Lydia? Did you tell my sister to pull that stunt on me?
What do you mean? I didn't do anything. If anything, you should take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself what you did to deserve getting slapped by her.
I was simply teaching you how to be a proper wife.
Oh, so that's your idea of teaching me? By repeatedly kicking me when I fainted and fell to the ground? You had the nerve to yell at me for dinner while I was unconscious and lying there. If it wasn't for Lisa and Julie showing up just in time to rush me to the hospital, who knows what could have happened to me?
And you actually think it's justified to slap me just because of that? Come on, you know how ridiculous that sounds.
Oh, I'm sure you can imagine how shocked you must have been when Julie slapped you right across the face in front of everyone. I can only imagine the scene and the looks on everyone's faces. Must have been quite a sight to behold.
Hey, Lydia, listen up. I've had enough. I won't let you off the hook easily. I'm gonna make sure your life becomes a living nightmare. You'll wish you were never born.
How do you even think you're going to pull that off? When did it turn into this, Zoya? What's up with the attitude? Have you been treating Lydia like crap all these years? Who do you think you are? Acting like you know everything about illnesses without even being a doctor, and verbally abusing your own wife? You should be ashamed of yourself, brother.
Huh? Who is this? Is that you, Julie?
Yeah, it's me. You have a problem?
Why are you and Mom siding with that useless woman? Today is Mom's birthday party, and I wanted to make it enjoyable. But it's Lydia who ruined the dinner party by not preparing anything.
Lydia was trying her best to prepare despite her pain. She contacted you because it didn't seem like she could make it in time. Asked you to change the venue or order delivery, but you completely ignored her. Do you really think Mom would appreciate being celebrated by someone who's unwell? Or being celebrated by a son who just complains after dumping everything on his sick wife? Did you come to our house leaving Lydia alone while she was feeling ill? You're unbelievable, Zoya.
Well, there's nothing I could do.
There are many things you could do, like helping with chores and being considerate about her health. But when Lydia started feeling unwell, you just found it bothersome, didn't you?
Why are you and Mom siding with her? Menopause isn't even a real illness. Getting tired easily, palpitations, that happens to everyone as they age. Women just want to be lazy so they can name it a disorder and pretend to be sick.
You might not know, but I too suffered from severe menopause symptoms. It only recently settled down, but it was so bad I had to quit my job. Are you really saying a disease that made me quit my job isn't real?
Is that true? Sorry, sis. I knew you were unwell before, but I didn't know it was for that reason.
Now, it's not about me. You should be apologizing to Lydia, not me.
Fine. Tell Lydia that I'm sorry. You scolded me, and it opened my eyes. From now on, I'll help her, and we'll get along.
Look, it's good that you apologized to your wife, but sorry, divorce is inevitable.
Huh? What do you mean, sis?
Don't you remember what you did to me? When I suffered from similar symptoms around Lydia's age, you used to hurl terrible abuses at me. When I was suffering, it was around the time you were married. You were living in our parents' house and you would say things like, "Make dinner faster. How long will you lie in bed? Stop pretending to be sick." Such heartless words.
But I didn't know you were actually sick back then. It's not my fault for not knowing.
I seriously thought you would have learned your lesson after Dad gave you that major scolding. Remember when you said the exact same things to me? You claimed you had this wake-up call and promised to never repeat your mistakes. But look at you now, facing the same accusations of mistreating your wife. Basically, you haven't changed one bit since then. Even after all these years, you still don't make an effort to understand other people's illnesses. Do you finally get why I smacked you? I hope this brings back the memory of the day Dad laid into you for the awful things you said to me back then.
Lydia, are you there? Can we please get back together? I miss you. Now I've realized that I can't live without you.
Huh? Now you're begging me to come back? What's with the sudden change of heart?
My chronic illness has worsened after our divorce, but no one takes care of me since I live alone.
Oh, I see. You've always boasted about perfectly managing your health and even berating me, claiming I was a lazy person who didn't really want to even get better because my symptoms weren't improving. But guess what? Your idea of self-management is just shallow.
What do you mean?
Oh, please. All I did was make sure we had balanced meals with what I prepared. You never even bothered to cook from scratch because I had already planned the menus with your health in mind. Knowing you, I wouldn't be surprised if you slacked off on the housework and relied on takeout or pre-made meals. Living on such an unhealthy diet and a sloppy environment would definitely mess up anyone's health.
I can't live like this anymore, so I want you to take care of me. It's been half a year. Your illness must be cured by now, right?
Why don't you ask your sister and mother for help? You and I are nothing more than strangers now.
I did reach out to them, but Julie mentioned she's got to take care of my mom. Plus, you're my wife, and having my wife taking care of me is always the better option, right?
Stop lying, Sawyer. All you need is someone to clean, do the laundry, and prepare meals for you. When I met you the other day, you didn't look injured and seemed quite healthy. So why don't you stop being lazy and take care of yourself?
You know my illness affects my internal organs and nerves, right? Don't judge by appearances. It's outrageous that you call me lazy when I'm suffering so much.
That does sound familiar.
Look, I apologized for having said those harsh things to you when you were suffering. I'm truly sorry. I deeply regret it and won't do it again, so please.
Sorry, but I can't take care of you. I'm still not over my menopausal disorder, and I can't trust your remorse.
Please. I can end up in the hospital any time because my condition might worsen. I continue with medication, but proper diet management is essential, and I'm in trouble without you. Please, I'm begging.
Oh, come on, Sawyer. I've got you all figured out by now. You're an expert at playing the victim and painting me as the villain. If you really need care, hire a home care service or get yourself a helper. I have zero interest in living together again. Since then, I've managed to get back to my own life. My symptoms have settled down, and I've returned to work after taking a break. Even though I thought about retiring at one point, I realized I needed to support myself while living alone. My job has always given me a sense of fulfillment. And despite the 2-year hiatus, it felt great to be back. As for reconciling with Sawyer or considering remarriage, it's a big no for me right now. However, I do stay in touch with Sawyer's family and occasionally meet them for meals. Sadly, the regular family dinners, which used to be a long-standing tradition in Sawyer's family, came to an end after that incident. I also heard that Sawyer, for some reason, quit his job. He claims it's to focus on treatment, but there hasn't been an increase in his hospital visits or any improvement in his diet. It seems like he's currently relying on his early retirement funds, but he appears to be living in fear of an uncertain future due to his illness. As for me, I'm determined to prioritize my health and live a fulfilling life for the rest of my days.